Okay, I have to do this pretty quick because my camera battery is about to die. But this week I wanted to talk about the book American Housewife by Helen Ellis. Now, this is a collection of short stories about American housewives. But let me just tell you, these stories come at you like a wave. They break normally against you. You're like, okay, this is fine. And then suddenly you're being pulled out into a riptide and you're like, oh my God, what just happened? They're funny to the boot. I put this book down several times just so I could laugh out loud. And that doesn't happen very often to me. So I really enjoyed this book as a whole. I would definitely recommend that you read it. My favorite story in this book was the Wainscoting Wars, about two Upper East Side Manhattanites who get into it about renovating their shared hallway space. And just FYI, there are some wild cats involved. It's hilarious. And it's all done through an email exchange, which is fun. I like it when authors also integrate technology into their stories. Some do it very well, some don't, but in this case, it is done well. And it just adds a modern element to the story, so you know that we are living in these times. And then some of her stories are kind of remiss of Dorothy Parker. If you've ever read some of Dorothy Parker's stories, they are these one-sided conversations. So we only get one side of the conversation. There's no introspection. There's no, well, I was thinking this. It's just, speaking and responding. We don't hear the other person at all. And to me, at least in my opinion, I haven't tried to write one of those stories, but I think that it is a sign of talent when you're able to take that one thing and build an entire narrative, exposition, climax, and then, falling action off of just one perspective. And she does it really, really well in this book, in a couple of her stories. So another reason I wanted to talk about this book, though, was because it's a national bestseller. Now, if you remember last week, we talked about the book Less, which was a Pulitzer Prize winner. And I had some thoughts on that book. I will link it down below if you're interested in watching that. But the reason I wanted to talk about this national bestseller, too, was because in tandem with it, I am also reading the book American Audacity, in defense of literary daring. And in this book, there is an essay titled American Bestsellers. And basically, it is about the shameless whoredom of a best-selling novel. And what does that mean empirically and rhetorically to be a bestseller? Are bestsellers inherently lacking in literary value and merit, basically? Which I wholeheartedly disagree with, because people like Virginia Woolf were bestsellers in their time. And I think that, as he points out in his essay, the speculation of the degradation of literary merit and talent has always been a topic amongst writers, critics, and academics, intellectuals. It's not something new. People like that like to voice their distaste of the popular opinion simply because it is popular opinion, which is just my opinion, because I think that, in stories like this, collections of short stories like this, it's very popular, they're very easy to read, but I would say that there is definitely something more to them. There is something that connects them all. There is clever language in here, and I would question if everything has to be jargon laden or have a double meaning. Not everything needs to be hyper intellectual. And as is mentioned in here, if you didn't have popular bestsellers, how would a lot of bookstores stay open? How would a lot of publishing houses continue to publish? Popular opinion does matter. Popular books do have literary merit. My opinion, little old me here, is that if you can enjoy a book and you're able to get something out of it, that has merit. But let's not discredit bestsellers as less than worthy of literary merit. Popular opinion does have merit, in my opinion. And I'm sorry that this video has been all over the place. I've been trying to gather my thoughts on this for a while. I will catch you guys next time.